and that's so it can be nominated, I guess.
Ah, so that's how Netflix gets all these crazy movies all the damn time. Ah, it makes more sense now.
So they have to have a limited run in the box office for at least a minimum of 2 weeks in order for them to be eligible for a nomination for an award.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting. Like, you have to run with the big boys. You can't just go. You can't just go straight to video.
Even though I think for this, because this, 2020 was so weird, the Oscars, I think they kind of suspended those rules because theaters obviously weren't open. So,
yeah.
Discounting that exception, that's how it usually goes. Back in 2018 when this came out, those were the rules, I should say.
Yeah. For sure, man. Do you have any swan facts for this thing?
The ones that I had, we pretty much said them all during the show, so...
No way.
Did we?
Pretty much. This time. I think you guys are just like super in love with this movie, and I think that's how it should be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have one for you guys.
Oh, snap. One swan fact.
The one and only swan fact for this episode. This is the longest Coen Brothers film to date.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's crazy. It's a 2-hour running time, dude. What is that? How long is, like, No Country for Old Men, dude? I've seen bits and pieces, but, like, I never paid attention to how long it was.
It's pretty long, but I guess it's not as long as this one. But, I mean... This is several different stories, and they're all paced quite differently. And, on a closing note, I want to say how easy it is to put this movie on, and the you do not feel it whatsoever, in my opinion.
Not at all.
It feels like you are to the end before you know it. You get halfway through, there's something magical in that, and how they put this together, where you glide through all of these stories, It's weird.
Yeah, I really like it. That sounds like a 10 to me.
Maybe that's why they made it in this order, is because the pacing was so well, and that's when they were like, fuck it, we gotta release it like this. Someone probably watched that before us and told them, like, that's perfect. Even though for us we wanted a different kind of change around, but
I feel like the Coen Brothers have always had a little special place for westerns or cowboy themed culture in their hearts, because you kind of see it in all of their movies, especially like in The Big Lebowski, where Sam Elliott shows up at the bowling alley and he's just there. Like, that guy is a fucking modern day.
He's a Western.
Yeah, he is a Western. you have that fool in your movie. He's just Western. But like, I feel like a lot of their movies pay homage to like the Western feel or theme, or even just like vibes. So I felt like it was almost like, I don't know, like second nature for them.
Easy for them?
Yeah, easy for them to do that and make it like every single one of these chapters are like, can help, like, hold themselves on their own. Like, if you were to tell 6 different people to watch each chapter and say, hey, this is all part one movie, they'd be like, what? For real? It's like, that's crazy, It's like one big cool book. That's why if they were to make this book, I'd get it.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to read for sure. And like, you would dive into it just the same way you watched it, you know what I mean? Like when you read.
But yeah, man.
It's cool. We covered most of the facts, dude. What's on the agenda for this upcoming week after this one?
Shit, man. Put me on.
Wesley, is it your choice next?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it reverts back to me.
I see. You're on the spot, bro. Home's not a place I ever heard of. That's not a movie I ever heard.
Say again.
A movie, motherfucker. Have you seen one?
Is it gonna be new? Is it gonna be old? What's up, Wes?
Let's do what I believe was James Gandolfini's last film, the Drop with Tom Hardy.
The Drop. All right.
James Gandolfini, the Soprano guy.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie, dude. And I'm gonna take the challenge and watch it, and I'll come back to do an episode with you guys.
Sounds good. I think you'll like. James, have you seen this one? Are you still here? I know you got to go.
No, I've never seen that one. I've seen the trailers when it first came out, but I've never seen it. The trailers isn't my full extent of what I've seen of it.
The Drop coming next week.
Next week.
Hopefully everybody, or you guys can all return to do the episode. I know James has got to get out of here, so let's drop that question on him real quick.
Vic, since you're here.
Oh, shit. Hey, James, if these people are barely, dropping in on this episode, where can they find us, man?
So we are available on every single platform that plays podcasts, whether it's iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. We're on everything that plays a podcast. We're there. If you do have the time, please give us a 5 stars, a thumbs up, positive review, whatever you can do. We also have a Instagram that me and Wesley are both attached to. It's at @dropthemic_podcast, where we can both be reached there. You can ask us what your thoughts are on our recent episode. You can request a movie that we haven't done yet if you feel like it. And if you don't want to be so public and commenting on our posts, you can DM us there and we will get back to you as soon as possible. We're pretty good on that. If, like I said, you can ask us questions there. We post our weekly recs, our movie focus of the week, everything. Yeah, pretty much about it.
Cool. Awesome.
Very dope. Thanks for everyone sticking in this episode. Very different, Western,
Coming up, 4 years strong already, Wes?
Yeah.
That's a long time, dude.
Every Friday for 4 years.
You know what you should do for a 5-year anniversary? Hopefully we can get I don't even know. Is the digital gym still open or did they permanently close?
They moved downtown, but I'm not sure if their physical location is open yet. But they do have a new location.
Oh snap! You should try to get another movie there, bro.
Yeah, definitely into that idea.
And we can play music too.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Get you in there for sure.
All right, guys. Till next time, right?
Until next week. Tune in.
Until next week, then.
For the Drop.
For the Drop, bro. Drop the mic.
Cool water.
So good fight and good night.
Good night, guys.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah.
You guys have a good one.
Have a good one.
Later.
I'd like me a splash of whiskey to wash the trail dust off of my gullet and keep my singing voice in check.
Whiskey's illegal. This is a drink.
Well, what are they drinking?
Whiskey. These outlaws.
Oh, well, don't let my white duds and pleasant demeanor fool you. I, too, have been known to violate the statutes of man, and not a few of the laws of the Almighty.
You ain't no outlaw. And we don't drink with tin horns.
Sir, it seems that you are no better a judge of human beings than you are a specimen of one. just on a brief inventory, I'd say that you could use yourself a shave and a brighter disposition. And lastly, if you don't mind me aspersing your friends, a better class of drinking buddy.